Welcome back. New for you this morning, the Pee Dee region is becoming quite the food destination, with new developments growing the hospitality industry and recent events gaining national exposure in both Florence and Darlington.
Well, this week's edition of Behind the Menu heads inland for a look at what's feeding the industry.
People moving in, people passing through. It's created this energy and synergy, if you will, for new restaurants to open.
Activity that longtime residents and entrepreneurs never stopped building on and working toward.
It's so gratifying to see our community get recognized. And so much of being in a rural town, we're underappreciated, not only by everyone else in the state, but a lot of times we're much underappreciated by our own citizens.
Raising the bar so others can believe in the importance and see the city of Florence's potential. Business owner and investor Tim Norwood is one of the founders of the Florence Food and Wine Festival.
Charleston has one, and Columbia has one, Greenville has one, Atlanta's got one. We said we can do this. We're not any different than any of these other places. And we just have to put the time and commitment, resources together and make it happen.
Making it happen 6 years ago, the festival started with 60 attendees and now has grown into a huge success. As 4 years ago, the James Beard awardees, the Lee brothers, Matt and Ted Lee, were brought on board from Charleston to produce and host the festival. This year's event already taking place last month.
That has brought a whole new dynamic and national exposure to the region. There were those naysayers that said it can't be done, but it was, and it continues to grow year after year now.
Greater Florence Chamber of Commerce President Michael Miller says this exposure has people seeing Florence in a different light, resulting in economic development that contributes to growth across the board.
25 years ago, we didn't have an Olive Garden. We didn't have all those restaurants that you would expect in a community our size.
He says restaurants are now a percentage of the total employment, being well above 10% for the area.
It's snowballed, slow at first, and has now grown into this huge success.
And just west of Florence, the city of Darlington, also getting some national attention recently, as earlier this month, the Food Network was filming the Great Food Truck Race in Darlington. For part of the event, local businesses partnered with food trucks to dish out local flavors.
It's very exciting to have the Food Network out here. That's very good for Darlington. It's putting us on the map, showing you what kind of good food we have to offer here in Darlington.
Olivia Ridgel took over ownership of Joe's Grill 7 years ago. She says discussions of a second location are in the works, but the restaurant is not ready to announce anything just yet.
We need a little bit more culinary, like downtown Florence. You know, we need a fancy restaurant on the square, something more, a little bit more fine dining.
Expanding people's palates, Norwood and his business partner, 2 times James Beard Award nominee chef Elliot Moss, became the new owners of Seminar Brewery in March, adding to the title Elliot's Barbecue Lounge.
This is all about enhancing the quality of life and providing comfort that Florence is a great place to move to live in, to grow in, and to be part of.
Reporting for News 13, I'm Adriana Cotero. And to continue following the growing hospitality industry across the Pee Dee and Grand Strand, head over to WBTW.com for a Running Behind the Menu blog, where we highlight restaurant openings, closings, and business trends throughout our viewing area.